American whalers, they decided to live in the North Slope, and they took wives from Point Hope. So, my granddaughter, Kristen, her great-grandfather, let's see, Alfred Henley Hobson. Your great-grandfather, he's from Liverpool, England. So they have, the Hobsons have relatives in England. Yeah. So Kristen have relatives in Point Hope that we don't know about because we really don't know her great-grandmother's relatives from Point Hope. So you need to find out if you're related, if you're Brower or Court and Koya or whoever, you need to find your relatives.
About 3 artifacts that you thought were interesting that you saw today. Something about them pulled them in. And just write what they are. And maybe 1 sentence about them. What we'll do tomorrow is start teaching you how to write that into a story. A good story. And teach you how to become a storyteller with that. Called Klanat and Kushtaka. Kushtaka. Creature. They say, where I'm from, they say the Kushtaka is a creature that used to be a human being and died because that person misbehaved. Because that person misbehaved, they did something wrong. And they became Kushtaka. They look like a sea otter, land otter, but they look like a man too. But they can change their shape, they're shapeshifters. They can change to anything they want. And once they become Kushtaka, then they'll get people who have misbehaved or disrespected. I've met many adults and many children who believe very strongly in Kushtaka. This story was told to me by this woman who was very old. She's so old she's bent over like that. And her hair was white and hung down. Her face looked like just wrinkles, and her eyes like little raisins. She told me this story about what happened to her brother, Klanat, when she was just a little girl. What did I do? Move. Yeah. Movement. What else did I do? I used movement. I use sound. No. How about with my face? Do my face. Yeah, expression. Movement, sound, and expression. Why? Why would I use movement, sound, and expression to tell a story? I'm going to show you something called a visual portrait of a story. Visual, from the word vision, like, so you can see. And a portrait. What's a portrait?
It's a
Picture. Yeah. So it's like seeing a picture of a story. It's very, very easy to create a story. This is something I teach all over the world. I teach it at universities and high schools and middle schools and elementary schools. It's a very easy way to create a story. What you have to do is take a piece of paper and turn it sideways and go like this. Make something that looks like a couple of mountains or waves. Every story has these 4 parts to it. The beginning, problem, solution, and then.
We call it the 7 stages of
Yeah, it's not stages of plot.
Five stages of plot?
Yes.
I only have 4 of them.
That's like first audition, rising action,
Climax,
falling action, and resolution.
Okay. Works too.
It caught his eye and he picked it up and he looked at it and he was surprised and he put it in his pocket and he walked home. And then he put up a for sale sign and put the polar bear carving on the table, and a woman walked by and came back and she looked at it and she thought and it was nice, so she decided to buy it. Did I really make this a good story?
I like the how you move it when the program is dropped in the water.
What can I do to make this a better storyteller, Evan?
When it drops in the water.
And when the woman walked out, he could have walked forward and then walked back.
So where he says that she kept walking, but then she returned, then you should show that. Good suggestion.
Any more movement?
You've got some.
I was sitting back here and my ears were kind of straining to hear you, so maybe push your voice out a little bit harder. Big thing we're always talking about is like, nice job.
He took his bow and arrow and shot it over and over and over until it was finally dead. Then he dragged it all the way to town. He shared all the meat with everybody. He walked up to a woman and said, will you make a parka out of this polar bear skin? And she looked back. I will if you marry me. He agreed, but
you.